and welcome to our webinar tonight. I am Ricardo Ferrari. I'm logging into Zoom here from San Diego, California. We're going to spend 35 minutes together, and I'm going to give you some important information about what I call the blue chip income system. This is a system that trumps a lot of other Forex programs or real estate or gold or different investments and different stuff that you see on the internet. And it's also transparent, legitimate, legal in an industry that is really getting away from this concept lately. And I believe that we have something on our hands that is really, really different. It is extremely profitable, and I'm going to give you all the facts, the figures, and the numbers for you to make a decision whether this is for you or not. I have been in the industry of direct marketing full-time now since the past 30 years, about 28 years full-time. I've had a very multiple 6-7-figure career consistently now since the past 28 years. In my former life, I used to be a naval engineer. I used to work in the maritime industry as an officer on cruise ships. And eventually I wanted to settle down, after all that travel, and I wanted to start a family, so I wanted to become an entrepreneur. So that is my brief story. Obviously, there is a lot more, but tonight is not about me. It's about you and how you can make a lot of money, more than maybe you can make in any other programs. These numbers compound about 10 to 20 times more than you have seen them compound before in the industry of direct marketing. As a matter of fact, the lady that introduced me to this program, she's been around only 11 months. She's she's in the $500,000 a month. She's also peaking at $100,000 per day. We're not saying this to make income claims by any stretch of the imagination. I am saying this to basically point out that these numbers are compounding in a much, much more efficient way. Obviously, you're going to get out of any business whatever you're going to put into. We are not posing any guarantees. Most people that come into this kind of programs don't make any money. Having said that, guys, I'm going to give you some facts and some figures that are very, very exciting. I'm going to introduce you to a company and a platform, and the interaction, the synergistic combination of these two companies right now is one platform is changing the world, and the other one, which is our company, Money Max, we are just going to go out there and milk this world for what is happening in this particular industry right now. So we are at the very top of the food chain of the next $1 trillion industry that, for all sense and purposes, is being born right now in 2017, and you're going to see the evidence of that in just a second. As a matter of fact, if you look at the dollar since 9/11, it lost about 42% of its value. Since the last 8 years, after the crash of 2008, it lost about 14.7% of its value. It's a rocket ship on its way down. The government is printing $1 billion a day right now just to pay the bills, just to compensate for a lot of things. And consequently, if you can print an unlimited amount, then the value is lost. And consequently, the dollar, we know eventually, I don't know when, but eventually it's going to be extinct and something else is going to take over that. Now, gold has always been a good medium. However, it's like watching the paint dry. It gained 15.5% over the last 8 years, less than 2%. To leverage that, you need a lot of money. To leverage the dollar, you need a lot of money. So you have $1 million, your bank is only going to give you $10,000 a year, 1%. Gold at 2% a year, again, it's not losing, but the appreciation, it's not big enough that you can just buy a little, make a lot. You got to buy a lot to make a lot. That leaves the most average people out. And then you have real estate, same thing. Real estate lost an average of 8% in 20 states since the last 10 years. It gained an average of 18% in 30 states. Divide that by 10 is 1.8%. Nothing to jump up and down. It's forecasted at 1% a year over the next 5 years. It may gain 5%. So it's kind of like I feel like the rest of the world is being left out. You're gonna be kind of a rich guy or a rich girl for you to go and make money with this type of mediums. There is no leverage there. The leverage, however, it's in a brand new industry that's called cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency was paved by Bitcoin, an anonymous group of programmers that kind of wanted to have a decentralized system for them to move money without the banks and the governments and all the regulation and all the things that we no longer like. And in the beginning, it was questionable, but then it gained traction in the marketplace. And by February 2011, the coin went at parity with the US dollar. And then just recently, in June 2017, it peaked at $2,560. It actually went to $3,000 for a few days. Then it kind of settled down on that amount. So it gained $2,560 of its value in the last 6 years. So if you purchase 5,000 Bitcoins in 2009 for $27, you will now have $12,500,000. That's what I call leverage for people like you and I, okay? And now Bitcoin obviously is always going to do well, but it's not going to be the future because of what you're going to see in this presentation. The company that is going to start the next trillion-dollar industry is not Bitcoin. It's a company called Ethereum. Ethereum went live in July 2015. By February 2017, it was worth $11. And by June of 2017, it was worth around $300. We've seen it at $400. We've seen it at $250, $280, $300. For the sake of the presentation, we'll just go at $300. So it gained 3,000% since its inception. About 300% was gained in the last 4 months alone, meaning that if in February you bought 100 ethers for $1,100, you would have made 30 grand. If you bought $10,000 worth of it, you would have made $300,000 in just a few months. So we need to really pay attention to what's going on, because this is the industry that really has the most potential than anything that I've seen ever before. These numbers are unmatched by anything out there. So the marketplace is made out of two blue chip currencies. One is Bitcoin, one is Ethereum. They have 90% of the $80 billion market cap. And then you have the alternative coins, which are 10% of the market cap. That's approximately 700 coins that are exchanged in public exchanges, meaning they are produced in public blockchains. And that's the way you want it, because a public blockchain existed because of its transparency and because of this decentralization. So it's got a lot of value. And amongst those altcoins, there are some stars that we're watching closely because we want to make money with them. And then there are the etc. coins, 2,600, all the wannabes, me too, me too, me too, but they're not worth anything. And we don't know who they are. They're anonymous. They're not exchanged in public. And consequently, that's kind of I consider that the shady part of the industry. And the moment that you attach them to direct marketing, they become illegal. And consequently, we don't want anything to do with it. Mark Cuban, the Shark Tank billionaire, says that Bill Gates won't keep the status as the richest man in the world for very long. The next trillionaire is going to create in this little known industry that is called the cryptocurrency. Now, cryptocurrency, for those of us on the internet, we're very familiar with that name because we're online, because we work online. But if you walk down the next mall and you stop 10 people and you ask them what Bitcoin is, what the blockchain is, and cryptocurrency, they're going to look at you like you just came from another planet. So it has not reached mass market yet, and that's why we are at the embryonic stages. Michael Robinson, which is a giant in tech investing for more than 30 years as a leading analyst, is a tech journalist and has been on the forefront of just about every major emerging technology in the last 10 years. He was even nominated for the Pulitzer Prize. Says the cryptocurrency boom is once in a lifetime opportunity. This is coin market cap. That's what you watch, what's going on in this industry. This is the NASDAQ of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is number one in the world. Ethereum is number two. And then we have Ethereum Classic, which is number 5. Actually, today is number 4. So now there is a transition now. This is 2017 is what 2000 was for Google. Or what 2010 was for Facebook, okay? This is the year of the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin paved the way, respectable, however, has got a lot of limitations that are not going to serve the marketplace in the future. It has a hard coin supply cap of 21 million. It's a small mine. has already increased by 90,000%. We're not early in this coin. We're not, you can still make money with it, but we're not early in the coin. It only does digital currency. It does a peer-to-peer transaction. The platform is not upgradable. Bitcoin is having difficulty scaling because each Bitcoin block, a block is where all the transactions are listed, it's got a limit of 1 megabyte. So right now, it has a horrible transaction speeds that vary from 20 minutes to several hours. So if you go to Walmart tomorrow and you make a purchase to Bitcoin or Best Buy or whatever, or coffee shops that now accept this, there are 300 locations around the country that accept Bitcoin, be ready to spend 20 minutes to 3 hours before the transaction goes through. So that's now what I call the future cryptocurrency, and also is no longer easy or profitable to mine. When you mine, you are at the very top of the food chain, because why should you buy something if you can get it for free, right? And consequently, I don't want to buy Bitcoin at $2,500 because you need a lot of it to actually leverage. So what am I going to do? Buy 1,000 Bitcoin for $2,500, and then when it goes to 3,000, I make all this money? Who's got that kind of money, right? I'm not excited about buying and waiting. I am excited about mining and being early in the coins. However, 2017 is the year where this industry is now making a run for $20 trillion. And the platform that is leading that way is Ethereum, because Ethereum started in 2014 and was formally announced by Vitalik Buterin at the North America Bitcoin Conference in Miami. He is a genius, a writer, polymath, coder, that is also the owner of Bitcoin Magazine, which has nearly 2 million readers right now. When he saw the limitations of Bitcoin, and then he saw the demand of global business, he designed a brand new protocol that is completely changing the world. It's changing the way business is going to be done in the future. It's changing how money is going to be generated, how money is going to be transferred. It's pretty big stuff, okay? Now, Ethereum has a hard coin supply of 92 million, so it's a much bigger mine than Bitcoin, because to be valuable, it's got to have a cap. It's got to have a limit. Otherwise, it's just like another dollar. If you can produce them unlimitedly, then it wouldn't have a value. This platform is not only a digital currency, but it's also a multifunctional financial and transactional platform that has attracted more than 150 blue chip companies like Microsoft, Intel, IBM, Amazon, Toyota, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citibank, and I'm going to show some more in just a second. And why it's attracted these companies? Because this platform can run thousands of applications that are capable of running the banking industry, the healthcare industry, the insurance industry, government, technology. It's capable of doing a lot more without centralization. In other words, it's a decentralized type of a platform where people can build their businesses. They can have contracts automation, where contracts are automatically written on blockchains, enforced and paid. And there are no banks, no buildings, there are no employees managing this. Everything is through artificial intelligence. That's how the world is going to get managed, and everyone is on board with this and is already going on. So when you have all these guys, which are now the big names are coming into cryptocurrency, and not only that, but they're taking the blockchain out of the Bitcoin concept, and they're going multifunctional financial platform that is capable of running total enterprises. That's how the world is going to change. In other words, they're changing from the concept of the database to the concept of blockchain. Your database is the monolithic one unit computer that your bank has. But all the customers and all the transactions, all the loans and the credit cards are all in one place, and then it's protected by a bunch of firewalls, and it's very dangerous. It's easy to attack. Look at the government with WikiLeaks and all of that. They're all monolithic databases. Nobody wants them anymore, right? And consequently, they want to go blockchain. The conventional database is slow. It takes buildings and employees to manage. The transaction fees are enormous. 3% on $1 million is $30,000. These companies don't want to know any more about that. But the blockchain is the data are spread amongst thousands of computers. It's very difficult to hack. There are no transaction fees. Transaction speed is 12 seconds. And consequently, that's where the world is going. As a matter of fact, this is now running a lot of things. The whole Microsoft is run on Ethereum right now. They have integrated with the Azure cloud. That's where Microsoft deploys all of their application. That's where they design them, they test them, and they launch all their applications. And consequently, this platform is leading the way for this world to change, and they're doing it very, very fast. And a lot of other people now are also coming on the concept of this particular blockchain. But for right now, the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance has 150 members and growing. MasterCard just came on board, Cisco just came on board, Government of India, German Parliament, Bank of Korea, 4 different Russian banks. You can go to that URL that you see there. You can, check it out online. We can send it to you, and you can get the whole list because it's growing daily. So now this type of blockchain can run technology, banking, government, healthcare, energy, pharmaceutical, marketing, insurance, and also a lot of new Ethereum startup coins, which are very interesting because we're also interested in ICO, initial coin offerings, which are available to the general publics, unlike IPOs that are only available to accredited investors. So this is a good thing, guys, and they're taking us along because we can jump on board this platform from the cryptocurrency viewpoint, and we can take it to the next level. So how do you legitimately make money in this industry? Okay, well, the first concept is to buy low, sell high. Well, Bitcoin is no longer low, okay? And when coins reach a certain amount, 300, 400, 500, 600, that's no longer low, meaning the average person is left out. Mining, on the other hand, is most profitable because once you buy the initial equipment and it's free from there, there is no lower than free. And 3, you have leverage mining profits. If you join a program like ours, you can invite other people into your business and also leverage their mining as well. And consequently, these are the only way that you can make money. Now, there are a lot of Ponzi's out there related to this. Like you hear Bitcoin this, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Then when you look behind them, they're either educational programs that don't have product value because education on cryptocurrency is free on the internet. They're just excuse products to attach to a compensation plan. They don't meet the FTC rules. And they're just not valuable. Then you have the Bitcoin doublers that they never can tell you how they double your Bitcoins, and you have your trading program. They can never tell you how they trade. There could be someone out there that is legitimate. I don't know of one. Okay, and most of the time, even if they don't meet the FTC rules. They don't have the right language. They infringe on Security Exchange Commission language. They're talking about investment, ROI, everything that is illegal in our industry. They're doing it. We are not that program, guys. I just want to make sure that I put that up front. Mining is a legitimate way to earn cryptocurrency when the timing is right, when you have the right equipment, the right company, the right service, because mining is providing services to a blockchain. It takes miners to verify transactions. And that's what these computers do. They verify a transaction and they create a block. Once a block has a consensus of all the other blocks, now the blockchain rewards you with cryptocurrency. And consequently, we're now making an investment. We're making a purchase here. We're not getting a return. We're getting a reward for services rendered. And consequently, that puts us in a different plane than all the other Ponzi's out there in the marketplace. Mining is for early adapters. You got to be early in this point. You can't see it on the concept because you've got to be in very, very early, because when the blockchain is just being approached for the first 1 to 2 years, you can really mine a lot. Then the level of difficulty is going to increase with time, and then eventually it's going to become like Bitcoin, impossible to mine. So I miss Bitcoin, but I'm not going to miss the next multi-trillion-dollar industry, right? So being in the mining business right now is probably one of the best things that you can do. But mining is not a do-it-yourself deal. You're going to meet people out there as you talk about this, that they have a machine in their basement and they know better than anyone else. Trust me, they don't, okay? They really don't. And you don't even pay the electric bill if you do it out of your house, or you're going to get drip drives. If you want to make substantial money, mining must be cost effective. It takes a lot of electricity. One Bitcoin transaction takes the electricity that you need to run nearly 2 American homes for an entire day. That's how costly it is. And consequently, it's not a do-it-yourself deal. It must be fast. You don't want a drip-drop mining operation. You want real dollars. It must be large scale because the blockchain has to be approached with a lot of hash power. So you need a lot of machines working together. It must be multi-currency because you want to mine different coins as they come up on the radar screen as valuable. Must have analytical so you know what's happening. It must be upgradable because technology does get outgraded, just like your cell phone. It needs to be changing every 2 years. And also must be well managed. And you must have group mining because that is very, very important. Okay, these machines have to work together. That's what Mining Max does. We're a U.S. company located in Los Angeles. I was there just a month ago. But this data center is in South Korea. We have 12 of them. And we're putting up more in Malaysia and also Vietnam. And the reason that this is in South Korea, because electricity is much less expensive. And also labor is less expensive. These data centers, they need cooling. They need a lot of electricity. These machines run hot. And also cheaper labor. You have companies that are at the top of electronic science like Samsung and LG. There is some collaboration between those companies and our company. And then you have just basically, they're number one in the world when it comes to ICO, ICT technology, manufacturing, and everything that's going on. So these data centers need to be there. And now you can own one machine or you can own several. We have a limit of 100 per person. And this machine produces cashable, saleable, tradable cryptocurrency every week. So as the machine mine, you're going to see it deposited in your back office. Then you can transfer into a wallet. And then from there, you can transfer it into your checking account or whatever you want to do or trade it for something else, depending upon what you want to do. This is one of our centers that's located downtown Seoul. The other centers are located in the south part of Korea, away from any danger. And we're going there on August the 10th. There's about 40, 50 of us that have qualified, made the volume. Took me 2 weeks to qualify for that. And the company is paying all expenses to go there. And this is a company that does machine management. They analyze the current market to find the most valuable coins to mine, they tell us. And also they do group mining and total group management because by approaching the blockchain with a large farm of machines, then it maximizes the profit of one single machine. In my training, I have a 1.5 hour training that you can request. I explain everything about mining, group mining, pooling, and the whole 9 yards so you understand it in layman terms perfectly. The company is owned by Daniel Park. He's a former consultant for the Korean government, also as consultant for the Korean Bank. He's also a former president of Kia Motors of America Marketing and Development Division, the largest division, the one that actually launches different dealerships around the world, around the country. He is responsible for launching 880 Kia dealerships in the United States, operating in Korea for the first 10 months, although it is a U.S. company, and launched the Mining Max in the USA in June 2017. By July 15th, sales are already up to $6.4 million a day in sales. Now, I know this industry inside and out, okay? What drives this industry is the top 100. I can send you the list of those companies. None of them, even the multi-billion dollar whatever, have done $6.4 million a day in sale in this period of time. That tells you how hot this program is. It tells you what the market demand is, because once you understand the numbers, then you understand exactly why. And consequently, this is a good day for us. We needed this in direct marketing. And also we needed this in cryptocurrency because most of the cryptocurrency programs attached to direct marketing have tremendous legal challenges, and I never wanted to get involved. This is Daniel Park. That's a shot that I took as he was speaking at the office. That's Sunny Sung, the master distributor that now she's overriding $60 million a day in mining. And so, when we say, she peaks at $100,000 a day in income, it's like we're not making a claim. I'm not saying that you can make that kind of money. This is a very hard-working Korean, no-nonsense lady. But what I'm saying is this is how these numbers compound. Now, most people that enter this type of industry don't make any money because that's their nature. Okay, you need to go to work to make that kind of money. And most people are not the entrepreneurial type to do that. And consequently, we make no guarantees of whatsoever. The reason I'm telling you these numbers is only for you to understand how the numbers may compound for you if you go to work. It's pretty simple. You either buy a machine or several of them, and then you make money. There are no sales. This is a robot that works for you 24/7, 365, and it's going to produce cryptocurrency that you can either cash or you can keep it and let it evaluate, which that's my recommendation. You can make a direct sale income by selling machines to other people, and you can also leverage income that you can leverage an entire organization of machines as well. This is how the numbers work out. One machine costs you $30 to $100. It's a fair price. It meets the FTC fair pricing rules. It's not overinflated for commissions. These machines range between $1,000 to $45,000, but you're looking at the Cadillac of high-speed mining machine. At this point, it's a 6 video card machine with the GPU and the motherboard. You got a certificate of ownership. You own this machine. Then you leave it on consignment for 2 years with the company. And after 2 years, you pay a renewal fee and they keep it the next 2 years. And you keep 60% of the mining profit and 40% stays with the company for services, maintenance, accounting, overrides, and global mining shares. So they also kick back another 10% out of that 40%. So ultimately, your mining profit is 60%, but they take another 10% that you can override through different mining shares that are very, very exciting. Then you can expect anywhere between 10% from your money all the way to 35 to 45%. I just want to keep these numbers realistic. Based on the past 11 months, this machine has been producing around $1,000 to $1,100 per month, based on the Ether being around $200, based on the machine maybe mining a little more, because the first year always mines good. But we have a couple of years ahead of us where you can make a minimum of 10% a month. There is no Forex, real estate, gold investment, or whatever it is that can give you 10 to 35% per month. It's just not possible. If they are, they're probably illegal. They're probably Ponzi or very high risk stuff. So this is really a good day to leverage our money and actually make some money. But that is the range that we're looking at. At the very, very minimum, you can do 10%. At the very, very minimum, you can do $350 a month, $400 a month. You can go all the way up, sometime $1,200, $1,300, whatever it is. Now I'm going to show you some tables in just a second so you understand why you shouldn't really spend your ethers, and you should actually let them mature for a little bit. And this is a chart of 10 machines. This is an account with 10 machines. In 18 days, they pulled 20 ethers. The ethers was like $310 at the time, so this is $6,000 in 18 days. So this machine is pulling, these 10 machines are pulling just about $11,000 per month. Today, there will be a slight less because the ether went down to like $240. So it always goes down a little bit before it starts blowing up. But by all analysis on the internet by very big analysts, big people, and we can show you a lot of videos and a lot of articles. This is going to be the next mega coin in the industry. So you need to really pay attention to what I'm telling you next. Let's say this machine, is known, to do 3, 4 ethers, but let's say it only does 2 per month. Well, if the ether is $300, 2 per month is about $24 a year. By $370 to $200, so you just double your money. Now, if the ether is $1,000, then the same 2 are worth about $24,000. 2 by 12, and when the ether goes at parity with Bitcoin, which is predicted by the end of 2018, then you're doing like that's worth $72,000. And if the ether ever goes to $10,000, then the same 24 are worth $250,000. So in my mind, I'm not mining a $250 coin, guys. In my mind, I'm mining a $10,000 coin. And consequently, I do not recommend that you come into this business to pay your rent, okay? Now, you can if you want to. I'm not saying, some people buy 5, 6, or 10 machines or whatever, and they want to sit by the fireplace and just enjoy their money. People then say, what can I expect out of one machine? You know what? If the machine does half ether a month, but the ether is worth $3,000, you just made $1,500 a month. If it's one ether, you just made $3,000. If it's two ether, you just made $6,000 for the month. So for me to tell you the machine is making $1,000 a month or $500 or $1,500, it's strictly dependent on what this coin is going to do once it's out of what I call the new period, once it goes into maturity, which is going to do it a lot faster than Bitcoin. I like to think of myself like that guy that got Bitcoin 5,000 off for $27 and now he made $12 million. This is what this game is. And it's going to go down. I mean, this program is going to create multimillionaires within the next 24 months. And consequently, when you analyze these numbers, you kind of always have to look at them in the perspective of what is it pulling versus what it's worth. Eventually, when the level of difficulties increases, maybe a couple of years from now, whatever, that's going to be more difficult to mine. Your machine goes down on this coin, a half of a month. It doesn't matter if it's worth $10,000. You made $5,000 for the month. So no matter how you put these numbers, no matter how low you put them, this is always, always, always a winning game. Okay, and consequently. Right now, even if the ether is on the lower side of 300, you can still make, excellent money. But this is only the beginning, guys. We have a $20 trillion industry to mine within the next few years. And consequently, this is very, very exciting. My recommendation is to go and sell machines. You make $200 one-time commission per machine. 70% of my sales are more than one machine, and I make sales every day. There isn't many days that I am not making sales. Why? Because this is my profession. I'm out there. I'm constantly exposing. I have a particular way that I do it. I teach you that in training, and it works very, very well. How I approach the market, what I say in emails, what I say in Facebook chats, LinkedIn chats, and how I approach this. This has so much sex appeal, this program, that if you do it professionally and you approach the market without sensationalism, with a little class, the business will come to you, okay? Those of you who are not making sales because you're not doing it, because the people that are doing it are making money with this program. We have had people here who have failed over and over and over and over again in network marketing for years and years and years, and they're now making sales. So don't discount yourself out. This is not a box of vitamins. This is not a weight loss. This is not a skin cream that people are becoming shy about sharing. People want to talk about this. They're selling it to their lawyers, to their bankers, to their CPAs, and to their children. And consequently, this is a completely, totally different game. You can sell to customers. You can sell to agents, sponsor reps. You can sell to entities. There are entire CPA firms that are buying these machines because these numbers are set in stone. And there will be other coins someplace along the way. Right now we're mining Ethereum, and then there is another coin that is Ethereum Classic, which is related to Ethereum. That one, we can mine 15 coins a day, and it's worth about, we can mine 15 coins a month. 13 to 15 a month is worth about $15 now. If you like to mine that, that is available for the people that like, that particular segment of Ethereum. Personally, I'm going to stick with Ethereum. So, and then we have team profits. If you like building organizations, like me, I love to help people go from rag to riches, because someone took me from rag to riches at one point. So I'm totally on the good side of this industry. I love this industry. And if you build an organization, this is a dual team system. And when you build a left team and the right team, sales are going to happen. The computer always matches at any single moment of the day, sale left with one machine on the right. Every time that it sees 1 and 1, it gives you a cycle of $140 and is paid to you the same day. And you can earn an unlimited amount of cycles per day based on the number of repeat sales that happen in your teams. And then you're capped as a maximum cap of $10,000 per day. We also have matching bonuses. You get to match the dual team check of all your personally sponsored and their personally sponsored all the way down to 10 generations. And we also have a group miner bonus, which is 7% of the monthly mining volume in your organization based on your qualifications. So these people, they all own a machine or several machines. Just so you understand the crazy ratios in this company, we have about 2,000 reps in this company and 100,000 machines. It means two things. It means that we are attracting reps that want more than one machine, and we are also attracting customers that buy large quantities of machines without wanting to build anything. They're customers. And that is really great in this era where the FTC is after to clean up this industry, and they want 55% customers in the database of network marketing companies. We overshadow that by far. So this is really a good news. The second news is that, in network marketing, people come and go. They fall in love with the product, they stay with it for a while, and then they eventually move on to other things. If people get distracted, okay, nothing is going to happen to the machine. There are no monthly fees. There is no ownership. There is no affording. There is no getting tired of a product that makes you money every single month. And consequently, you keep 100% of what you build. And that's a good day for our industry because our industry has 80% attrition. When a company comes to you and say, well, my company's got 90%, I can knock that number down in 2 seconds. The way they analyze it and the way the law analyzes is two different things. And consequently, we have 100% retention rate. These machines are never going to go anywhere. And even when they expire, let's say your contract expires in 2 years, you can pay $480 renewal fee, which the company accumulates for you in points anyway, and you're probably not going to end up paying it. So what happens is, if you don't upgrade the machine, it will still produce a little bit. So they're never going to go away for the rest of your life, and they're going to keep on mining and mining and mining. Now, when the level of difficulties on Ethereum becomes a little hard and you want to move on to another coin, or if there is a hot coin and it's on the list of the company, you want to go mine it, you just, email customer service, they switch your machine, no problem. But either way, whatever it is, whatever amount of machines you are putting your downline, you're always going to have them. So our master distributor, Sunny Sung, right now, she's overriding 100,000 machines. And this company is just the beginning, okay? The more machines mining, the more cryptocurrency we're going to get. So we want millions of machines to be out there, and this company is only a month old in the United States. And it's 11 months old in Korea, with most people coming from Korea, Japan, and Malaysia. So it's a baby company, and look at the numbers that we're doing. This is really, really mind-boggling. And also, we have global mining sharing pool system here that you can qualify. This group miner bonus is just on your organization. This is on the entire company. So this is the power of two. Now, this is not a guarantee. Again, most people that come into this type of businesses don't make any money because that's just human nature. This is just how the numbers work in this particular compensation system. We're making no guarantees of any kind, guys. You're going to get out of this business only what you're going to put into. So let's say you have 2 machines mining. You don't have to have 2 machines, but for argument's sake here, let's say you have 2 machines that you mine. Based on the past 11 months, you will be making $500 per week to about $2,000 per month. Probably this very moment will be a little less because the Ether is not 300, it's about 230 today or something like that, okay? And but it can pop to $200 to $400 tomorrow. I mean, this is an industry that has a tendency to kind of jump, and consequently, let's go minus or more that kind of an amount. That's only an average amount. 2 machines that you sell per day, if you stay in front of your market, even part-time, you shouldn't have a problem doing that. That's $400 by 7 days. That's $2,800. For me, today was a 6-machine day. Okay, so 6 machines today. And I've got another, I would say, no less than 15 kind of promise. Like I'm going to join next week. I'm switching some money from this place to this place. That's what you're going to find. Consequently, as you build, then every day is going to accumulate. This is conservative. Then if you have 2 teams going and working, even if you have one person to the left and one person to the right working, and they are good workers, even with only two people, if you cycle twice a day, that's not $280, that's $1,960 per week. If you match two checks in the matching bonus of two people that do the same thing, you're making another 200. So with the potential of $6,960 per week. And people that go to work, they can definitely, this is where I recommend you chase and keep your ethers for future, because I'll tell you something, there is nothing as exciting as getting a bunch of them for free and then see them go to $1,000, $3,000, eventually $10,000. This is how you can truly make a lot of money. So let me give you a little summary, guys. We have an explosive industry. These numbers are uncomparable against any other medium out there. And consequently, we need to pay attention to what's happening in this industry. This is overshadows real estate 2,000 times. It overshadows gold 2,000 times. It overshadows investments. It overshadows everything. We have an advanced technology, Mercedes-Benz of high-speed machines. We have a company with incredible ownership. This is not an anonymous company, some kind of basement in the Philippines, okay? This is right here in Los Angeles, Wilshire Boulevard, California, okay? We also accommodate different demographics. If you're the type of person that really don't want to, put up with anything in sales and not even share with the people that you care about, you can just buy machines and earn your mining every single month. If you like to share the machine with some other people, you can make money in direct sales. I know there are people that are direct sales marketers that don't like network marketing. I don't understand that because I love the leverage. They just want to, be different, and it's a very small industry. But however, there are a lot of them in direct sales. These are the people you find in programs like Digital Altitude or Techademics or Exodus Elite, and at least here you would sell a real product, okay? And then you earn in viral marketing if you like building organizations. So we accommodate a little bit of three major marketing characters out there, and that's good because most other companies cannot do that. We also have a Mercedes-Benz program, anywhere from little to large. These are some photos that I took when I visited the company not too long ago, met with my sponsor, Daniel Park, met some real nice guys that I knew from the industry. Some of them, they are very experienced in cryptocurrency, learned a lot that day. And if you engage with us, that's what you can expect. No one is ever going to take those machines down. It's continuous profit generation, 24/7, 365. So I want to encourage you guys to get back to the person that gave you the link to this webinar information and guide you through the enrollment procedure. Right now is manual through order forms until August 1st when the company launches officially. And although we are traveling on paperwork, there have been delivery machines. They have been delivering our paychecks on time, no glitches, and everyone is happy. So get back to the person that gave you this link. This presentation is going to repeat tomorrow night at 6:30 right here on Zoom again. And I'm sure that you will get the notification. Also, you can join our group online. We're called the Mining Max Top Leader Group as